This is Kyle with Failure Anthem, and you're watching So Fucking Cool Magazine.
All right, So Fucking Cool here with Kyle from Failure Anthem. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. How's the tour going so far?
It's great. It's great. Adelita's guys are awesome. The Through Fire guys are awesome. And the Iona Traction guys are awesome. They just joined up with us. Been awesome.
Cool.
I said awesome a lot just then.
Yeah. Everything is awesome.
Yep.
Tell me what it's like at this stage for you right now, man. You know what I mean? Like, you just had the release of your first official album. You got signed to Razor and Tie.
Yep.
What's it like, man?
It's pretty great.
It's pretty awesome.
I just said awesome again. That's my word of the night.
Yeah, right? So if
it's,
everybody's watching, there's a drinking game. How many times you say awesome?
Yeah,
take a shot.
every time I say awesome, they have to do a shot. Or chug, whatever. It's a building process right now. A lot of touring and just getting our record and our songs in people's faces. But it seems to be like coming around. People are really excited when we announce like our single Paralyzed, when we play that live. So yeah, it's been cool, but yeah, just building, road dogging it.
Right, it's part of the process, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Tell me what it was like when you're signed, right? Got the album out. The first time you heard your music somewhere. Where were you at? What happened? What was it like?
Oh man, that took a while actually. The song hit radio I think in November last year. I think that's right. Yeah, and all of our friends were like texting us pictures of the Octane logo with our song and our band title, and none of us were hearing it.
Right.
So it took a while, but when we finally got to hear it, it's kind of a surreal experience, like, to know that you're being played alongside all these bands that you've listened to or peers or whatever. It's pretty incredible.
It's got to be a great feeling, you know what I mean? I mean, you guys put in the effort, you guys put in the work, and it was a long process to finally get to where you are. I'm sure this just didn't happen overnight, you know what I mean?
No. Yeah, it's it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time writing songs and writing a lot of songs, to find the perfect batch or whatever. And I don't know, to finally get to this point and it be real,
mm-hmm.
and to be a real thing and be out doing it is it gets a little overwhelming sometimes to realize that you're finally doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the point in time where you realize it's not only is it something that you work so hard for your whole life, but it's actually a job too, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You go through days, I believe, where sometimes you wake up and you're like, I just don't know if I have it in me today.
Right.
But when you get on stage and you see the listeners and the fans and whatnot, you kind of remember then. You're like, yeah, I did want to get up and do this today. I'm extremely fortunate to be able to do this.
Now, at this time in life, so to speak, like, shit ain't the way it was years ago when you were a musician. I mean, for an opener, you're not the very first opener, but you're still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would be out there fucking handing out cassette tapes or whatever, or flyers, and say, listen to me, listen to this. Now with social media and shit, you got these kids texting you before they even get on, because, hey man, what's going on? I'm going to be here. I want to hear this. I want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I my first band when I was in high school was before any of this.
Right.
It was like 15 years ago, and we still had to put flyers up all over the city.
Mm-hmm.
And we did burnt CDs and stuff like that. And I think like the only form of social media that had music on it was like mp3.com at the time that you could make a band profile on.
Right.
And it's like now you can put a post out and a song out, and it's just out in the world for however many billions of people, to find and listen to and maybe even latch on to. But also there's like so much out there at the same time that it's also like, well, people may never hear it also.
Right,
Still.
right. Yeah, it's just a matter of building the following, get it to go through, you know what I mean? It's just got to be a little different, a little weird, man. I remember when I was a kid, Fred Durst was nobody, you know what I mean? He gave me his cassette tape. He gave me, like, you know what I mean? Limp Bizkit opened up for Korn, and he wasn't shit. No one even heard of him. And he's out there like, hey, did you like what I did? Here's my cassette. And I'm like, I still got it. Fuck, you know what I mean? I was 16.
Yeah, but now it's like that cassette tape is like such an awesome thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I have that from friends' bands who ended up being bigger bands, and I have like their original like 4-song demos and stuff like that, and it's kind of incredible.
Right.
To see the journey and where they've gone.
Mm-hmm. But now, I mean, from what I'm looking at, you guys are getting your shit together. You know how to manage your social media. You know how to be on there. I mean, from what I've seen, it's you guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes you see it's like, there's no way in fuck that band is the one who just tweeted out that shit. Like, you know, somebody's in an office right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we try to stay pretty in touch with our fan base and with our social medias and try to, like, stay engaged with people because, you know, if we didn't have those people, we wouldn't be able to do it.
Right, right.
Yeah, I think a lot of people lose sight of that too. Sometimes they lose sight of the fact that without your fan base, you're not doing this.
Yeah, I mean, this day and age, dude, it sucks to say, but like, how many people are really buying your album? You know what I mean? Which is fucking unfortunate to be in the position where you're in. You know what I mean?
It is. Some of my fondest memories are going and buying albums in the time period where people still bought albums.
Waiting all night to buy a concert ticket.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now it's just like, I got to set my alarm for 5 minutes before they go on sale so I can go fucking online and go ahead and get that shit, you know?
Yeah, and then they sell out within like minutes.
Yeah, ticket brokers buy them and fucking fan clubs and credit card companies and shit, so...
Yeah.
A different world, but you guys got a handle on it, and I see that you guys got a contest going on. Is that right?
Yeah. We have the First World Problems contest, which is you post a picture of a first world problem, something ridiculous, anything like, you know, I don't know, like me, I get frustrated because my cables aren't wrapped correctly or something, and they're tangled, and it's so stupid that I even get frustrated with that because it doesn't matter.
Right.
But you post a picture of something like that, and you hashtag it FA, First World Problems, and we'll pick a winner, and they'll get like a bundle or whatever from us, and yeah.
It's very cool.
It'll be It'll be a fun contest.
Right. I like the concept too, man. That first world problems. You know, I mean, you think about it today. Like Louis C.K. did that bit where your cell phone wasn't going. You know, you're like, you little piece of shit. Why aren't you fucking on the internet as quick as I could be? You know what I mean?
I know. It's insane. It's insane the things that we bitch and complain about.
Oh yeah, man, for sure.
I hear them every day when I'm out, like after load in or coming to a venue, stopping at a gas station. I hear them all day, every day, and now that we've done this song and this record and we've put some thought into that actual thing and become self-aware, I'm just like blown away sometimes by what I hear people complain about, and I'm just like, gosh, you have no idea how much worse it could be.
Yeah, for sure. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you really think about what is out there, and you see sometimes on the internet. It's just like, this is what you're bitching about fucking today. You know what I mean?
I know, and we have a whole city that doesn't have clean water.
Yeah.
Which is a real problem.
For sure.
I mean, people are sick. You know, children are sick because of it.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, somebody's upset because, you know, their Tinder match didn't show up.
Right. I didn't get a fucking cronut today at the donut shop.
Yeah.
The fuck do you mean I gotta eat a regular donut? This ain't half croissant. You son of a bitch.
It's such a real thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So after this wraps up, man, what are you guys gonna do? Obviously keep on rolling, or?
Yeah, we have a little bit of time off. It's not very long at all. Just a couple weeks. And I can't say what we're doing yet, unfortunately, but we will be back out. And we have some festival stuff coming up and whatnot, so I'm sure we'll be everywhere.
Very cool.
In the country.
Cool. Now, the festival aspect, that's got to be fun to play. I mean, you know, when you're on tour and shit, you know, it's cool, but you have a set schedule. You know kind of what to expect and ahead of time. But with the festival, you never fucking know, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, festivals are crazy. I love them. I have like a love-hate relationship, and it's not even hate. It's just that's the phrase. But there's like things that can get frustrating, but it's understandable. The festivals are so strict, and they have to be with their timelines because you have so many bands to fit the bill. I mean, like Carolina Rebellion is one of them that we're doing, and that's one of my favorites because it's a home state festival that I've been to a bunch of times. But there's so many artists, and you're just like scrambling to get on stage and ready to go and to play and then get off so that you don't interfere with anyone else's situation. But they're always a blast regardless.
Yeah, it's good for you, you know what I mean, but that aspect. But backstage, like you said, it's got to be a little hectic.
It is.
I'm sure there's some acts that are cunts that think that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here to be here, and fuck you,
I think
you know?
It's like any job. You know, you're gonna have an asshole here and there, and you know,
it's part of the
some
game.
of them are necessary assholes. Sometimes you need an asshole to tell you, hey, get your shit together and do what you got to do.
Right, but, you know, sometimes there's the ones that are just like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I mean?
They're just that way to
next year, like, let's see what the fuck you're doing, guy. Like, you know what I mean?
Those are the worst, though.
Right?
Without a doubt.
Well, when you're up and coming, though, I mean, is that something you keep in the back of your mind? You remember, like, you know, this dude was a fucking jerk out to me, and then there'll be a point in time in your career when you're there, you know what I mean?
I think we all subconsciously keep a record of, you know, who is a jerk and who's not a jerk, and you know, I don't ever say just wait and see, because I never know where life is headed, you know.
Right.
And that's the thing about this ride, you know. We could be doing it today and not doing it tomorrow. Anything can happen, but I definitely think we all keep a tally of like, okay, well that dude was a jerk off, so I'm not dealing with him anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you keep that fucking little list in the back of your head, man, you know?
Yeah.
I can't wait till the fucking day where the tables are turned, motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
Remember that day that you fucking told me I couldn't have a water, you piece of shit?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I've been there. I mean, shit. I mean, I'm just in the background, and I've been told fucking, that water is for talent only. How dare you?
Oh, yeah, that water is... It's gold. It's a gold mine. Don't touch it.
Oh,
it's somebody else's.
Warped Tour is, especially when they got those little monster tour waters.
Yeah, like the tour waters,
Yeah. You fucking grab one of those, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Lose a finger, you know?
Yeah, the tour water's crazy. I just experienced that for the first time this past summer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different, man, you know? Especially when you don't know what it is. I mean, if people don't know what tour water is, Monster gives you out. Looks like a can of Monster. It's a fucking can of water.
Yeah.
So if you get excited and think you found yourself a case of Monster in a cooler and you pick it up,
case.
What the fuck? It's water.
I'm not used to drinking water from an aluminum can.
Yeah.
I feel like it probably does not taste different at all, but I think it does.
In your mind, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a psychosomatic thing.
Uh-huh. Well, plus you're sitting, you're thinking like, this is not fucking Monster. You're looking at the can the whole time, like, you know?
Yeah.
This Monster's fucking whack tasting today.
Oh, yeah.
So people want to follow up, man. They want to know more about you. They want to go ahead and enter the contest. They want to go ahead and say, hey, what'd you have for dinner today? Because that's what fucking Twitter kids want to know. Is, you know what I mean? What's all your shit? You guys, I looked at your site and I see you guys got a list. Like, you know what I mean? Not only is the bands, but you all got your own.
Yeah. If you go to failureanthem.com, everything's there. And then also, which that can direct you to the band's Twitter and Facebook and so on and so forth. On the Facebook, I believe it has all of our Twitters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where I see it.
Yeah, so you can come and talk to us, and we like to talk to you guys. And
who's winning the popularity contest there, man? Who's like, you know?
I don't know.
You guys don't keep tally of that shit? Like, listen, motherfucker, look at how many followers I got today.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I'll post something absurd on Facebook, and I'll get, like, a ridiculous amount of likes on it. And I'm always mind blown at that, because I'll post something that I really care about and get, like, 7.
Yeah.
And then I'll post, like, I can't remember, I posted something the other day, I got almost 300 likes on it, and I was just like, this makes no sense.
Yeah, are you fucking kidding me? You know, there's something I didn't give a shit about today. This is what the fuck you guys like?
Yeah.
I just said this is what's important, and now you guys are like, I just had a fucking omelet at Denny's, and it was amazing.
Yeah, it's like 300 likes.
Holy shit, I like omelets. You like omelets? Fucking A. Retweet.
Kind of crazy how that works.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, dude, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Looking forward to what's coming out next, and all the fans out there, jump on that contest. Make sure you go ahead and see them live. This tour wraps up. When?
14th, I believe. 13th.
Okay, so you got a couple weeks.
14th.
Valentine's Day. So go out, take your sweetheart, see a fucking rock concert.
Hang out, you know.
And then get ready for another full summer of Failure Anthem.
Absolutely.
All right, brother.
Absolutely.
Appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, thank you.